Hello to everyone, I'm Vladimir Vladek, the Bulgarian Cowboy, and we are now going into the predictions of the match between Kevin Holland and Daniel Rodriguez, and that's basically the only match I missed from this fight card. So I probably won't be filming predictions this time because if you're interested, you can just type fighter versus fighter name and my name, and you can find it on my channel. I will probably send you links, or I will make one video where I will put links in the description. So as this is the last one, let's analyze the fight. And here we go. Kevin Holland, one of the trickiest fighters ever seen, man. Second degree black belt in Kung Fu and riding a score of 17-5. Got to say that when I watched him against Alessio Di Chirico, he was one of the trickiest fighters I've ever seen in the history of this competition because he's so corny, he's so tricky. You can't predict what's gonna happen next when it comes to Kevin Holland. He is the former ex-KO middleweight champion who is known for good guillotines, good submissions, great TKOs, but very, very tricky stand-up game. You never know what's next for him. He's kind of good. I'd call him all-arounder, but tricky all-arounder. In some moments he kind of reminded me on Blagoy Ivanov because it's almost impossible to finish him. I mean, only Rafael Lovato Jr. and Brandon Allen were able to choke him out, but he battled out 3 rounds against Thiago Marreta Santos. He battled out 3 rounds against Curtis Millender. He has good punches, but very good tricky punches. Great takedowns, good ground game, very fair submission defense. Daniel Rodriguez. To be honest, the guy has 11-1 score. That's awesome. That's just simply awesome. With only one split decision loss, and he has, well, if you ask me, submission game from hell. If you ask me, well, Daniel Rodriguez has a real submission game from hell. And when I watched him for the last time, I watched him against Tim Means. I was thinking that Tim Means is going to win that fight. I said, fine, all right. I mean, Tim Means, so on. I was like, all right, but he shocked me in that fight. Literally, Daniel Rodriguez shocked me when he secured that standing guillotine choke, and it was generally amazing, outstanding, fantastic. One of the greatest. Well, I don't want to say upsets, but one of the greatest comebacks for me that was because Daniel Rodriguez was not pretty much fighting well in the first round, but in the second round he was just the greatest guy on the planet Earth. So when it comes to him, he has fair strikes, submissions are outstanding, ground game is okay. I mean, when he battled out against Christian Gonzalez at Bellator 170, that's another of his fights I was watching, and in that fight he was kind of good. He was kind of very, very good, and he won via ground and pound. On the other side, Kevin Holland, TKOD, well, he TKOD Geoff Neal. Geoff Neal is a tough opponent. He triangle choked Tegan Dooley at Bellator 195. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun fight to watch. In the last battle, which happened only, well, it will be 2 weeks between the fights. He TKO'd Anthony Hernandez via first round stoppage. It was kind of very surprising stoppage. So Kevin Holland is maybe in the best shape of his life from what I've seen. Maybe this corona pandemic affects well on him, you never know. On the other side, we got Daniel Rodriguez, the guy on a 7-fight winning streak who's looking to bounce back with a new victory. Kevin Holland is very ready. His cardio is outstanding. I think he has better cardio at the moment. It's gonna be a real war. But right now, I'm vouching for Kevin Holland because he is in the best shape of his life due to his good cardio and so on. But if the fight is taken to the ground, Daniel Rodriguez has good chances of finishing him potentially via submission. But if you ask me for my pick, it would be Kevin Holland.